Bowls Australia acknowledges the traditional owners and custodians of the land in which this stream is produced. We pay our respects to all First Nations people and acknowledge elders past and present.
Final session of day one of the National Schools Championships for 2024 about to get underway. It's fours action between South Australia and New South Wales. Val Febo here with you, and joining me, I've brought in the big guns. Warren Griffin, Club Support Manager here in Victoria and Head of Club Support as well, and also Brett Herbert, Club Support Manager in South Australia, also working with the South Australian team as well. He's got the cap on, he's got a WA Swan badge as well, he's got all the merch with the BA jacket as well, wearing many different hats. How are you?
Good, Val. Yeah, wearing a few hats this week for South Australia and Bowls Australia, and it's been excellent to get a team from SA here at Geelong.
It certainly is. They've been absolutely brilliant so far. And Warren Griffin.
Hey, mate. How are you?
Welcome.
Thank you, mate. Yeah, pleasure to be here.
Great to have you on.
I know how much work that Herb and Troy over in Western Australia and Brett Hughes have put into this, and it's terrific to see it in action.
Might have to just word that we didn't have enough time to word the players up not to stand in the middle of the rink, but hopefully it's not too much of an issue with fours. It can be a bit difficult at times. But the players here, Mia Crisp, Ashlee Gilgen, Darcy Jones and Callan Shepherd for South Australia, Annabelle Teague, Jacob Martin, Jasmine Smith and Chanel Chakouch. We had Jasmine and Chanel on our second stream of the day before lunch. So, really interesting day we've had here at the National Schools Championships, and those hot pink bowls coming down. That is a really nice colour of a bowl. I don't mind that at all.
Good one, Ashlee.
And tell us about these South Australians, Brett. And they are... Some of them haven't been bowling for too long. We were talking about it yesterday, and some of them, we've had some athletes here that have been bowling for just 6 weeks.
Yeah, we've got a very diverse group from South Australia. This group particularly, I reckon all 4 of them are from regional areas. Ashlee, who's bowling with the pink bowl, she's from Port Wakefield, just about an hour north of Adelaide. And that's not too bad. Good job. Callan's from Kapunda, bowls now at Kapunda, which is just north of Adelaide as well. This is his first skipping game. Darcy's been skip up until this game, so just a bit of a change around.
Yeah, it's great to see. And we know the pedigree of these New South Wales players. All of them very, very handy. Here is Darcy Jones. Might have to just word Callan up maybe after this first end.
Send out a saviour text, mate.
Yeah. Just after this end, we'll get him to... stand out of the middle. Obviously, these players would not be used to being streamed before. Warren, you're a man that's been streamed a lot. We can...
Oh, you know something that I don't, Phil. It's when you're concentrating on the game, it's a bit hard to remember not to stand there, isn't it?
Yeah, exactly. And, sometimes there's more at play than, than the live stream ring, so we can't interrupt too much. And now the wind is coming really in a completely different direction. Yep. That's blowing towards us. Honestly, this is ridiculous. So, Annabelle Teague, Jasmine Smith and Jacob Martin, their jobs are done. Chanel and Callan will make their way down
So you got Callan and Darcy there. They've just swapped roles. Darcy's been skipped and Cal's was third in the last game. Or they played triples, but they've worked together pretty well. But we've just decided, or SA have just decided to get Cal to skip.
Fair enough, but it's all about the experience.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, these are very, very fresh bowlers. Mia, for example, who's leading in this fours, she's been bowling under a year, so she's very
insane.
fresh.
That's great. Yeah.
So the experience for Mia, and her brother's also here, but he's bowled for a couple of years. Oh, cow.
Nicely done. All three of Mia, Ashlee and Darcy all giving him a big clap, and now Chanel. So 2 bowl fours, we're playing 12 ends or an hour and a half, whichever comes first. And I alluded to it in the last 2 matches actually, but what I liked about Jasmine Smith and Chanel Chakouch in the second session was that while they may be used to playing, longer time limits, longer ends, they haven't wavered from their method. They're not fussed about the time, they're not rushing, they're just saying, we're playing our natural game. And Callan Shepherd.
What a ripper.
Lovely roll.
He's absolutely brilliant. Already coming down to have a word, and this is what I like about this New South Wales team. They're very eager to chat about things. Jacob Martin's gone with the hat backwards look.
And the blue sunnies,
yeah,
too.
the bit of the Corey Worthington sunnies. Actually, they were bright yellow, weren't they? They're Lucas Protopapas sunnies, actually. You watch Lucas bowl. He rocks those.
They really calculated New South Wales. They discuss it well. They're very professional, actually.
Oh, yes.
We'll learn a lot out of this, and our players in particular.
Yeah, get your players in to start eavesdropping and hear what they talk about and translate that into their own game. Chanel Chakouch, what has she got?
Oh, it's a good...
Very good effort. It's been the case for her today from what we've seen here on this rink. So close. So definitely one to South Australia to start proceedings.
Couple.
And that is a 2. Very good start for South Australia. 2-0 after 1.
So, Herb, you've had a fair bit to do putting this team together. Done a lot of work over the last couple of years over in school sport in South Australia. So how did you bring this side together?
Yeah, well, it's a bit of a boredom from everywhere. As I said before, there's...
good story.
Mia on the mat now. She's from Corn, which is about 4 and a bit hours north of Adelaide.
It's just called Corn.
Quorn. Corn.
Quorn. Is it Quorn or Corn?
Well, it's Corn, but, when you're in the country, you shorten it. It is Quorn, if you want to pronounce it correctly, Val.
Oh, we do. We've got to respect the town.
Yes, absolutely.
So that's in the gateway to the Flinders Ranges, which is a beautiful part of the world. It's a great club there. She's got some grandparents.
So Corn is also a brand of meat substitute products that originated in the UK and sold primarily in Europe.
Oh, that's probably where it got us.
Maybe it did, yeah. There we go. Good old Google. Thanks for that.
Yeah, I didn't have that information. Thanks, Lockie.
Population in the 2021 census, 1,150 people. In Corn?
Yes, I did a school session up there for 4 weeks, and 5 high schools in that area. We got them together, played a high school challenge, a regional high school challenge, and then from that, some of those teams come down to Adelaide and played in the state school challenge, which was a huge success. Had about 20 teams, or had exactly 20 teams. And from that, we've selected this squad. So, as I said, Mia's from Quorn. And Darcy's from Wilmington, which is only maybe an hour, not quite south of Quorn. So that's also a long way from Adelaide. So they've come from all over South Australia.
How many times did you get them together before
arriving
here in Geelong? You had a couple of little stories, I know. So
we had two full practices.
Yeah.
So they don't know each other that well.
Yeah, getting to know one another, yeah.
We've got another player who's in the other SA team. She's from Mount Gambier. And to drive from Mount Gambier to Quorn is further than driving from Adelaide to Melbourne.
Yeah.
Yeah, that does make sense.
Well over 8 hours. So
yeah. That's...
You can see how widely we've cast the net.
Yep.
Yeah.
Well,
but it's great to have different parts of the state.
It's a big state.
It's great, yeah.
It is a very big state, South Australia. Pretty much borders on most of the others as well.
Yeah, the centre state.
Yeah. That's a good part of the world. Mount Gambier as well. You've been there, Brett?
Yeah, I was only there a couple of months ago visiting all the clubs in that area.
Did you go to the Blue Lake?
I did, yeah. Yep. No, it's a nice spot, Mount Gambier. Can be cold, a lot like Geelong, and a bit wintry, but lovely spot.
Certainly is. And will this one finish up from Darcy Jones? Good line. Time for Jasmine Smith to possibly inflict some damage if she can. Next rink over, we've got Zane Block up against Travis Moran, playing a singles match. Travis, the under-18 finalist and runner-up at the 2024 Australian Open. It's up 18-8 in that final. Just going around the back there for Darcy. So, Warren, how's your day been today? Went up here in the morning, but you've made your way down to Geelong, and
yes,
it's how was the drive? Not too much traffic, I hope.
Just a little blustery, as you could expect.
A little,
just a little. Yeah, easy coming in the back of the peak hour traffic this morning out of Melbourne. So lovely to be out here. It's not a part of the world I get down to too often.
And because you're more
my clubs are all on the eastern side of the state, so yeah, nice to get down here and have a look at the city of Geelong. And of course, we had a couple of former RBM and Mark Coleman, who a lot of people would know, was a member here. So
yep.
Been good to catch up with Mark and see how his role is going at Hoppers Crossing. So
he's doing great work there.
He is doing some great work, yeah, absolutely. Just talking about some of the programs he's got running there, and hitting some really good numbers with schools, and that will flow through. And of course, Mark's here watching Harry perform.
Yep. His son Harry Coleman. Good bowls pedigree, that's for sure.
Yes.
He loves it, doesn't he?
I'm sure it all comes from Mum. I don't think it'll be coming from Mark. I'm sure I'll pay for that one later.
As that wind really picks up,
hasn't it?
Absolutely insane.
It's also swung back around to behind us, hasn't it?
It's done almost a 360 in the last 5 minutes or so.
The wind has been quite bad in Victoria the last couple of weeks. There's one day where it hit well over 100 kilometres an hour as Callan just flirts with a bit of danger. As the final of 4 sessions today, Chanel Chakouch's bowl comes around. How is it pointed? Chanel Chakouch.
Yes.
That's expertly navigated. 1, 2. 3. They're going to get a measure. 4. Well, this could be a big collect here for New South Wales. I think we'll get a measure.
Good measure.
So measuring for 5. So they dropped a 2 on the opening end, but they have been ruthless in this second exchange, and the 15-minute mark of this 1 hour and 30-minute session. What is this going to be? 5. That's a big collect for New South Wales.
You can't give them any room. They're way too good to be 2 feet.
So what does the program look like, Brett, for you this week in terms of, after play today? What do you do with the team? Do you debrief? Do you sit there and sort of have a look at how the day went? Do you do team bonding exercises? How do you sort of run it?
Yeah,
Are you a hardline coach or,
Oh, yeah, absolutely. We had a team dinner last night, and it was a really good night. It was probably the first time they'd socially got together that wasn't on the green as a full team. So we thought it was a good opportunity last night after the education session to just get together. Lovely start. Just passed. Just to get together as a team and start to get to know each other personally rather than not just on green. We had a presentation with handing out some bowls cloths to each of the state that got selected, so that was a nice little moment for them. After the game, or after the 4 games today, Alex Smith, who's our South Australian coach, is going to get them together, have a little debrief and a little bit of bonding, and then the kids will head off with their families. They've all come over with their families.
Brilliant.
So some have driven over, some have flown over, and they'll go home and get a good night's sleep tonight.
Yeah, more than fair enough.
Yep.
But yeah, Alex has been very good with them. He's a teacher at Marrittville High School, and he's sort of been the driving force in the metro area. We had some other clubs and schools get together and do clinics, and we really have driven this from foundation up. It's been a couple of years in the making, really.
So, this one just trickling through.
Good on there. It's been fantastic to watch the 5 states here for the first time ever. I believe Victoria and New South Wales have been doing this for some time, but for Western Australia to come as far as they have, South Australia and Queensland to join in, it's made it a really good event. School Sport Australia have been thrilled with it so far. There's lots of positive comments about how well it's run. And
What has Jasmine Smith produced? Just dropped a bit short.
He's Darcy. He's our youngest member at just 14.
14. So impressive to see them performing on the national stage, and sits that bowl away. That's a great home.
Yeah.
That one just drifting through. Darcy Jones.
On a good track.
Certainly is. His first bowl wasn't far off. Just needs to take the weight. And that's going to cut through. So 5-2 after 2 in favour of New South Wales. So obviously fours, you get through your ends a little bit slower. We're playing to 12. About a 1.5 hour time limit. Very different to these untimed matches that you get at the Nationals and playing sides. Also, the Australian Championships coming up, killed ends. Saw Matt Lucas a couple of years ago and Chris Lalive killing 7 ends when they were down a full count in the final. And they just kept killing them. To about 10 o'clock out there at Broadbeach. It was cold, it was windy, and then I got violently ill the next day. So I'm not putting 2 and 2 together, but Chanel Chakouch trying to inflict some more pain. Here she's well pointed again, but again, these bowls just dropping short.
Yeah, there's been a lot of that, and fatigue will be a factor. It's the last game of the first day. They're going to get
4
tired.
games.
Yeah, big game, big days. How's Cal with this one?
And they say, you know, and this is another perception of bowls that they talk about, that, you know, people say, oh, how can you get fatigue playing bowls? They're big days, physically, mentally. You're on your feet, your arms are moving, you're constantly thinking. That is a 3 to South Australia, and that is a perfect rebound, Warren Griffin.
It is. Thanks, Phil. Yep, good to see. Just pick you up on that. Just the number of lunges that you've done through the end of a day like today. And it doesn't matter what age you are, lunges are take it out of you, don't they? So keep yourself relatively fit. But also sitting here in the wind, it is very strong, very blustery, and yeah, takes it out of you.
Yep. Lost a jack there.
Yep.
We've had a few of those today, that's for sure. This is where it's really important to learn your jack rolls. It's why some coaches don't even put a bowl in your hand. They put a bucket of jacks in front of you and say, roll these.
Yep.
I think this might be Mia's second game of leading. She's been playing second in the fours in the other game, so she probably hasn't rolled a lot of jacks.
Mia the Queen of Corn.
Yes, indeed.
Then we've got the King of Kapunda.
We have.
Just royalty.
I think Callan bowls for Hope Valley Bowling Club and lives at Kapunda, goes to Kapunda School. Longer end. This direction they do fall short, Warren.
Well, the wind's coming through this back corner.
Yeah.
There really is, so quite strong.
Even just coming back towards the club, it's...
So Locke's gone back and had a look about that Matt Lucas and Chris Lalieve game where they killed 7 ends. 59 minutes that final end took to complete.
Yeah, right.
So Jack McShane and Sean Thompson win the National Men's Pairs title, the Australian title. But, my God, they made a right royal fist of it.
Great ball.
17-10 for an hour.
Wowee. That's determination. Just looking over in the singles game, it looks Zane block might be 5-3.
5-3, yep.
Yep. Zane was on the live stream earlier this morning, had a shaky start, a bit of a nervy start, but he's bowled really well since that, first game. Won his second singles game and a couple in front now, so the nerves are settled.
Just going to drop in there nicely. That's
a pretty nice bowl.
Yep.
Just drifting through from Ashlee. Time for Jacob to flex his muscles.
Just pulling up, just back towards the club again.
Three down, indicated by Callan Shepherd. Been a really hotly contested start to this. 5 all after 3. New South Wales scoring a big 5 on end 2. But a brilliant reply from South Australia. The last end to net a 3 and really push.
In the count.
Another one in the count, yep.
So it feels like New South Wales in this direction reign supreme. South Australia away from the clubhouse.
Darcy can get one in here and cut the count down.
Yes, he might too.
Looks like he has nicely. Yeah, come on.
Just the one now.
Yep. But can New South Wales afford to possibly just attack that bowl?
That's what I'd be doing, and I'd say that New South Wales are professional enough to do the same.
Jasmine Smith, the
cool.
junior nugget winner, 2024, beat her New South Wales teammate Chanel Chakouch in the final. Sister of Brianna.
Played beautiful weight for that shot. What a fantastic shot. That is
Lovely
controlled weight. Perfect. Played it perfect.
And the body language from New South Wales is great. Obviously, Chanel has been around for a while with Jasmine, and they're learning from the best at St. John's Park. Have a look at that. Super. Going big here. Callan Shepherd
I've got the backwood.
just sliding through.
Not much for target there, all on the middle line.
He'd sort of have to come through these front bowls probably at about 11, 12 o'clock.
Really, with that sort of weight, they're not going to bend much to get around them. So.
Very difficult.
Oh, that could be another one.
Another one in there.
This is getting worrying. Gone big again. And he's gone a bit wider. Callan Shepherd ricocheted off a few and it went pinballing, but I think it might have cut a couple down. Probably still 3 or 4, maybe even another 5.
So Chanel probably draw another one to make it 5. That's
Chanel Chakouch.
pretty tidy. Good enough for another one.
Yep.
We'll get an indication as to what this is. 1, 2, 3. Is it only a 3? 4. We'll get the measure. And this is good. If you're in any sort of doubt, just measure it.
Darcy on Hanson. He's a character, Darcy. I'll
Darcy
give him that.
Jones.
He's enjoying himself.
He's closer to crawling age than he is our age. So that's great. I don't think I've ever seen anybody crawl on a bowls green before. So that's great.
No, the camaraderie's been very good between the states too. We played Western Australia, or Darcy played Western Australia in the last game.
Oh no, we've had a tape malfunction. We've had a tape malfunction.
If you lose a measure, you use a different tape. Is that the plan?
I'm not sure. No, I think it wasn't going back in. Is that what you taught them?
Yeah, no, that's one of mine.
One of your little tricks. Yep.
So what is it going to be? We've had 3 kicked out. I reckon this is 4 or 5.
It looks 4 at the front, and then the one to the side.
Darcy's at the back, isn't it?
Maybe not.
3.
3.
There you go.
I feel they got out of jail a little bit.
So it's high scoring. 8-5 after 4. And how much did that lost jack hurt them there?
Yeah, New South Wales going longer with the jack. That's probably 2.5 metres from the tee, but jack right to the end. You can see that mullet of Callan's just blowing in the wind there.
So we've got ticked under the hour mark to go now. Played 4 ends in 33 minutes. Not going quickly, but I like the method.
Just in behind the Queen, as we've coined her.
Queen of Corn.
Coined the Queen of Corn.
Coined the Queen of Corn.
It's very good by you, Warren.
Got to contribute something, Bill.
I want to go to Corn now.
Yeah, it's a beautiful place. It really is. The bowls club there are fantastic. I've been there quite a few times. They work really hard on getting community involved.
Yep.
And lots of people go there just for social.
Yep.
You know, Corn, as you can imagine, is a pretty regional place. There's not much else around it.
With a population of 1,150, it's
be a little community hub, wouldn't it?
Nah, it's fantastic.
Sure it
It
is.
really is a lovely place.
Which is, of course, what bowls clubs are great for.
Great
Yep.
bowl there.
It's a great bowl.
And yeah, you see it at so many places. That is the hub of the town. Everyone goes there for dinner, and it's one of the latest things that's open. That's where you catch up with your friends.
And the school up there is really dedicated to giving the children opportunity or students opportunities to bowl and play other sports. I've got a nice swimming pool there, and it's wonderful community.
Jacob Martin.
He's been pretty hot, Jacob, around the mark all the time.
He's got a certain swagger about him, doesn't he?
Absolutely. Job's done. Go and sit down.
Yeah. Just needs a bit of a correction here, Ashlee. Gilgen.
Yeah, it's not bad.
It's a nice correction, wasn't it? It's going to come in nicely. Yeah, nice place. Well done.
Yeah, good adjustment there from Ashlee. As I mentioned before, Darcy's from Wilmington, which is also rural in the north of Adelaide. Got the jack there.
Yep. And again in this direction, the South Australian team they are flexing their muscle. It's funny how patterns can play out. Let's see what New South Wales can respond with here. Jasmine Smith. A little bit more of an attacking shot here. She's going to crash in and promote a couple of things. And, well, that's a fortunate result. That has probably still one down, I would say.
Yeah, Callan putting the one finger up, holding one. South Australia. High for running through.
I'll trickle into the ditch.
I've just noticed the blue sunglasses on the head. I
Yep.
think Jasmine has them. They're from Bowls Vic. They handed them out to all the competitors when we got here, a hat and a pair of sunglasses. from Bowls Victoria.
Right, okay, because that might be why Lucas rolls around with them. Okay, it's making a lot more sense. Chanel trickling through.
At that sort of weight, I'm assuming she's going for that pink bowl of Ashlee's to come off the green onto the pink, sit it for three. Just was too wide. Callan's on a positive line. He might do it for them.
Oh no, that hurts.
One, I think.
But again, he's got one more left in the tank. Is that his family sitting up behind him there, Brett?
Yes, Shona, his mother, is up behind there. Yep. The parents have been absolutely sensational. Stuck around all day watching it. All the states have got support.
So Chanel's missed under. We'll see this come in very shortly, or we'll lose it, and it's just gone over the top. So it'll be 1-2 New South Wales, and they do get their first multiple ends or one in a row. And they lead at 9-5. Bit of a disaster for South Australia, but they're in this contest. 9-5 after 5.
Yeah, so broken the run of wins in that direction, South Australia. New South Wales again going to the tee almost with the jack. And again in this direction, bowls pulling up short. It's happened.
Push it across. Yeah.
Yeah. They're also caught out with a shorter bowl.
And the wind's completely dropped off for a moment too.
Yeah, you allow for it in one shot and the next.
Bite you back, yeah.
Certainly better there than the first one.
Yep.
Mia's also corrected.
Yep. Followed it down.
Yeah. Jacob hasn't been far away. Pretty cool customer.
Yeah,
and
very
in
controlled.
the pocket. Yeah. He's got the same bowls as me, but his go closer to the jack than mine. Well done.
You always have an
Couple of
aversion,
feet.
do they, Ed? Just going to come underneath.
It's not bad for the weight. It's just a couple of short. Close to shot. Probably fell out, I think. Jacob just wanting a couple extra feet, but just may have overcooked this one. As we said, the wind can drop out, and that can be the difference of 6 feet.
Yeah.
Apart from the wind, it really is a lovely place to be, City of Geelong Bowling Club. That I assume that's a golf course, is it, next door that we're looking at?
Next door.
Yep.
Yes. Yep. No, you're right. It's just the wind today, mate, isn't it? It's just incredibly inconsistent. Still gusty, different directions.
Nice dome with the balustrade looking over. Lots of people watching.
Yep. A bit short again.
It's around the front. Not bad here, Darcy. That'll be the shot.
Big shot, yep.
And there he goes. I did have a chat to Darcy after his second game. He was, as you can often do when you're nervous, was walking off the mat. That time staying down nice and low like the New South Wales girls do here. And it really helps his bowls.
Yep.
That's a great bowl. Coming underneath the back door.
He's called it early. Heavy, you reckon? So
Well, if he hits his own bowl, it'll be all right, but it's going to be too high for that.
he did call it out of the hand.
Yeah.
You know.
You definitely know.
You know.
Some days you wish if you could catch it before it stops, you could have it again.
Can have it back, yeah.
There's both teams discussing the head.
Yep.
Which way to come. Plenty of bowls in the way. So a lot to discuss there for both teams. You can see players grab their hats before they blow off.
Yep. It's a good day for a beanie.
I'll be bringing one tomorrow. I didn't pack one last night. I didn't think I'd need it.
I do think I have one in the bag, so it might be getting a run, I think.
I bought one from the AO this year. An AO logo beanie.
An AO beanie?
Yep, so can wear that.
Nice.
Absolutely magnificent purchase that'll be tomorrow.
There's a couple of WA boys here with them on. They look really good with them.
Yeah,
They do?
I think we need to get them into vogue more. People might start bowling in winter
Have a beanie day tomorrow, I think.
and have a
Put the
snow.
call out for the beanies.
We can start the Mountain Hoven Bowls Club.
Close here. He's got to catch the heads of
just
Darcy.
coming.
Tip it in. Oh, jeez, good try.
Mightily
Callan.
close. They look like they're having a lot of fun out there, the South Australians. Is it quite school holidays yet
No,
in South Australia? So they get a
no.
week off school. How
It's
good's
the end of this
this?
week, isn't it? Across most of the country, I think.
Yeah,
I think some private schools have gone.
Probably already gone.
we're usually a week after Vic
Yep.
too, I reckon, with
Yep.
our school holidays. So
Yep.
they'll have a week before we start. Slightly staggered. Callan with that beautiful flowing mullet behind him. He's having a little run up through there. Oh, he's got nothing. Oh, jeez. Oh, I
It
guess that
is.
gets
It's
there.
hard to do. It's hard to do, but amazing how often it happens.
As Michael Hollywood Sorensen would say, holes are made for bowls. Good afternoon to you, Hollywood. If you are listening, the new bowls coordinator at Helensvale. 1 to New South Wales, 10-5 is the lead.
So the big scores have dried up. New South Wales now a couple of ones in a row. Little fact while we've got a quiet moment on Callan. He's in a band.
Really? What does he play?
Yes, that's
Is he the
obvious
singer
question.
or
Yep.
I'll give
Gonna do
you
some
a
research.
guess, Val.
drummer?
Drums.
He's the drummer.
Drummer.
Yeah,
Yep.
absolutely. That beautiful mullet flying back, drums away. He's got a song called Close to Me. Close to You. Close to You.
Was it about a jack?
Well, it could be easily
Nice
adapted,
call,
couldn't it? It's on Spotify. The band's called The Provisionals, if you can
Okay.
Okay.
jump on there.
South Australia have the provisional shot at the moment.
And
you.
it's close to
Good
you.
segue.
Callan trying to wind it in with his rope there.
He's roping it in.
Lots of bowls in good spirit here.
Yep, it's been fantastic. So, need to have a listen to this Spotify song, The Provisionals, Close to You.
Yep.
All right.
Not a bad tune, pretty cruisy.
Nice. Is that the team song for South Australia this week?
Well, probably have to make it that way. I think.
Yeah.
Jacob now. Oh, he doesn't like
No,
it.
didn't like it straight away.
I was about to say he's been incredibly consistent.
Well, he had, mate. Absolutely. And just underneath. Oh, knocked it up.
That's not the result that she would have been after.
No. Still a shot there for him now on the back end. It's going to hit. Oh. Just helping each other, both teams.
Turn the favour.
Generally like it when Darcy stays down. He's thinking it's narrow. Piece of the pink. Oh, it was narrow. Still good home there.
Jasmine Smith, sister, heading to Hong Kong in November. Hong Kong International Classic.
Yeah.
Brianna's already won a gold medal internationally as well at the World Bowls Junior Indoor Championships in 2022 in Ireland. Won the women's singles. Partner Nick Cahill for silver in the mixed pairs as well. Jasmine will hope to emulate that. Doesn't mind this hit. Darcy.
Following it down, Darcy.
Just needs it to stop. Stops, but because the ditch made it.
Just a little reminder.
Cal just giving a little cuddle to Darcy, pull him over. Chanel, they're all looking, willing it in.
She got it just a bit too quick, but it stayed up at the back.
Yes, danger times there with 4 bowls in a row for New South Wales. Callan can't afford to bump it through. He'll go, well, could go 4 down.
Most impressive thing about that mullet is that it's not really flowing in the wind. It's that luscious that the wind goes through it. Absolutely sensational.
He's a bit protected there. When he stands at the other end, it flows.
Yeah,
That's true.
Yep.
Yeah. What has Chanel got?
Just coming in a bit narrow.
Just looking across, that wind is now coming back at us again.
Yep.
They're all
It's
ducking underneath, and I've just looked back at the flag, and it's almost blowing straight at us again. So you can forgive them for a few narrow ones.
There's like 2 palm trees over there that have just, I think they're just flat on one side because the wind is just blowing them in one direction.
Another one.
So New South Wales just ticking up in ones at the moment. 11-5 after they were 5 all. Played 7 ends here of 12. got 35 minutes. We're actually ticking through these pretty quickly at the moment.
There's not too much messing around.
No.
No, they're quick up on the mat and straight into it. So
Yeah, might be an opportunity to get it done.
Good game. Yep. Good clip.
4:15 is when we finish up for the afternoon.
Again, just pulling up in this direction. You know, instead of 2 feet, it's 2 metres coming this way. Short. They'll deliver their first one and think, oh, that's right. Got to give it some more in this direction.
Yeah.
Was Annabelle Teague got?
Yeah, great shot.
Lovely roll.
Brett's bottle goes absolutely flying. Don't worry, our stuff's been going everywhere. The tripod almost...
He was out of the seat very quickly.
Yeah.
It was quite impressive.
Yeah, it was.
What was that? Sorry, boys.
You're up and out of the seat very quickly, mate. I was
Well,
quite impressed by the speed. Yeah.
I could see my water bottle rolling across the rinks. Thought I'd save it before it got to that.
Just going at the back.
Ashlee now.
Get around the back of that one. No.
Where it's ended up, if it had missed that front bowl just around it, it could have been right on there.
Just needed to miss.
Yeah.
This is going to finish up quite nicely.
Yeah, Jacob's had some good bowls.
Yeah, lovely roll. Yeah.
Brilliant set from Jacob, and he'd be pretty happy with himself. What has Ashlee got?
It's running out of legs.
Dropped.
Kicking that one over.
The communication between these two has been really impressive. You know, probably have a combined age of 30, but you know, their communication has been really impressive.
Yeah, as I said before, Darcy was skipping and Callan was third in the previous game. And their communication's good, you know. They're a couple of bowlers learning, developing. I've been quite impressed, actually, with Callan's shot calling for the majority of the day. And he's a pretty casual character as well. Not too much going to phase him. It's time, Darcy. You're going to get through that gap? Yeah.
He is.
Oh, he got through all the gaps.
Oh, every gap, every
What did I say before? Holes are made for bowls. And he found them all.
If you had a jack back there and you tried to draw through that group, you'd never do it.
No.
You'd hit all of them.
Yep, and then you'd stop short about 3 metres of where you needed to be, and yeah, insane. These two looking more and more like twins, Jasmine and Chanel. Both have the sun protection sleeves on as well. Chloe Stewart's probably looked after him with some spalms.
So. Yep.
Probably using them for warmth more than today.
Yeah, well, they do have thermal spalms as well.
Right.
Because I was giving Chloe some stick about why she was wearing them at the indoors. And she said, they're my thermal ones. It's okay.
Yep.
I'm like, surely you're not going to get sunburnt in here. It was raining at Club Tweed the whole week.
Nothing to do with the sponsorship.
Oh, that too.
Another one today.
Wow.
There we go.
So, not sure if that orange one
Weight.
Yep.
but
He's gone massive.
That's what I was going to say.
And
got that back to
There you go.
Darcy's roll.
Back bowls are
There you
never
go, back
wasted.
bowls, yeah.
That was a cannon and a half,
He's pretty happy with it too,
Yeah.
Callan. He's
as he should be. And he gets a lolly for good measure. Have a look at the
Bit
replay.
of reward there.
Bang, bang,
Oh.
bang. Well, a bit of a lucky result, but, you know.
Well, yeah.
Well, you don't have to draw the picture, do you?
So, question is now for Chanel. Just got to maybe knock that bowl away if she can and try and get around everything. But there are a lot of bowls in the way. It's an obstacle course that she's going to have to run through.
It's not really, trying to think, it's not really worth any, is it? So she really has to just draw it. She's got up on the mat and thought, oh, it looks bad from this end.
Because Callan has absolutely clattered those bowls around. He paid attention to Matty Flapper last night, that's for sure.
Yeah, I wasn't that an experience for the...
Well, we were both standing there just watching.
Oh, I was.
What's going to happen here? Oh, that bowl was pineappling around. Yeah, we were sitting there and the ringside just having a look at what Flaps was doing, and we both wanted to get out there and have a crack, didn't we?
Absolutely, yeah. I mean, he's just so clear, and
Yeah.
you know, you understand what he's saying. It's
Yep, just said left foot here, go for it. Firm grip,
he needs to get something to slow him down here, otherwise he'll be in the ditch.
ditch it is.
It'll be interesting to see whether Callan actually changes the length here. I'd be saying to him if I was...
So 11-6, 4 ends to play. And the body language from Darcy Jones is so impressive. He's just such a positive character, you can tell. And, you know, they're down 11-6, but his skip got the shot. And, you know, just that positive reinforcement. And this is the stuff that they teach you. You know, you sit in with, you know, the high-performance team and what they discuss with some people, you know, hear positive reinforcement with not just the HP, but also club coaches, everywhere.
Yeah, yeah. And Alex and I have only had them for 2 sessions, so it's not like we could recreate their whole bowling action. We had to go with how they were. The only thing we could really control in those 2 weeks is their positive attitude, how they go about it, you know, positive body language. So those things that can help each other, you know, work, support each other. And, yeah, they've taken it on board. And all the states have. You can see it. They really work together. Western Australia, you know, there are a lot of new ones in that as well. They're in the same position. Yeah, just crashing into our own then.
Yeah, but the wind has really dropped off here, and we've been playing some long ends, and suddenly there's no breeze to take it up there.
Big bowl from Harry Coleman over there from Victoria. Oh, that's a good
there's the
start
adjustment.
there.
Yep.
Lovely bowl.
Just a bit heavy.
Ashlee's won a club singles at her
Singles.
Yep, Port Wakefield.
Very impressive.
She's only just gone 18, so won it as a 17-year-old.
Very impressive. Should be
Also-
one of the elder statesmen here at this event this week.
Would, yep. I think one of the boys from Victoria's gone 18, but apart from those two, I've not heard of any others.
Yeah, usually at a bowls event, I'm one of the younger ones, and now I feel old.
Ah, well, welcome to Waz's life. I was going to drop myself in, and I thought Warren was easier.
Yeah, thanks, man.
Easy
Appreciate that.
target.
Yep.
Years of supporting St Kilda will do that too.
Oh, it ages you rapidly.
What are you, 28?
Yeah. Honey, yeah, that's
It's
right.
younger than me. All right.
He just steps up and ready to go, isn't he?
Yep.
Yeah.
He just knows, he goes, it's a bit heavy, so probably expecting that to treacle past, unless it gets a little helping hand.
Oh, it's actually cut that in.
It has,
Yeah.
it's cut it in. Yep.
That could be close to shot.
Very. What does Jasmine produced?
Yeah.
She's very heavy.
She wants it at. She's at it. Oh,
And,
there you go. Doesn't matter how you get them.
No,
I don't think
it's
either.
just a number.
you can only apologise and
Yep.
move on.
Move on.
Outside, you give it the old, sorry, but inside you are cheering and playing the drums for the provisionals. Good afternoon to the rest of the band, wherever they're watching on.
We'd like to see this bowl, Cal, if you
Oh, boy.
can
Oh. We're going week for week at the moment.
let us. Well, I guess if you've got a bit of junk in the way, it's the only way to get
Yeah.
them.
Utilise the junk.
Is that a bowl's term? Utilise
Ah, it is
the
now.
He's now.
junk? Coined by Val.
I'll not be using
Never
it.
thought I would coin a bowls term, but there you go.
Could nearly be as important as special from Bruce.
Don't quite think. Maybe delicious.
Oh, delicious.
Delicious, yes.
Yeah, not special.
Special.
Bruce is back.
He is. Last three games,
Yeah,
he'll anchor.
yeah.
It's good that he
That's
anchors
special,
it.
that's
That is
special,
good.
yeah.
Yeah, I love it.
As a commentator, he sort of, there are a couple of games towards the end where
Just
maybe
shooting past.
things didn't go right, but he's a legend.
Absolutely.
Missed him during the Olympics.
Yeah, that was a shame. Yeah.
Yeah.
And Bruce and Dennis was just an iconic partnership.
Wasn't it? Yeah, Dennis had him. Now he could coin a phrase.
Ah,
Yes.
they came up like a librarian.
Yes.
Actually, I shouldn't have brought that one up. I'm sorry.
Found space in a phone box, I think was
Yeah.
his.
Cometh the moment, cometh the man, the son of the man. So many. Try and come up with some for bowls. Utilise the junk is one.
Utilise the junk.
His cow with the flying mullet is going to be underneath the line and short. I'm not actually sure. Did they sort of indicate who had shot there?
I have a feeling this
I
is
think it's just Jacobs.
looks like Jacobs,
Yeah, I think.
but angles
deceptive
can
from here. Yep.
be deceiving. Yes. Chanel.
Needs a nudge.
Oh,
Just.
To me, the angle of that bowl, Callan, come in on the other hand. Not now his bowl's in the way, but
not going to get back.
Don't you love watching young people bowl? They get down, they stay down, they're so fluent. She's just got a beautiful action.
Just drifting through, so we'll find out. It's 1 to South Australia.
Callum's.
So 2 ends in a row. Well played. They're only 4 behind now with 3 ends to go. Do we have a grandstand finish? Got 19 minutes in terms of time. Might get them in.
Oh, easy get them in, yeah. 2 ends to go.
Well, yeah, we only have to roll the jack for the final end.
That's
so
right.
I think we're getting them in. Didn't look the case when we played 4 ends in the first 35 minutes, but they are motoring through, and it's actually suiting the South Australians a little bit of late. When things are a bit more methodical, New South Wales scored a 5 and a 3. As we've been going quicker, we've gone 5 ones in a row.
Mia starting with good weight there. Yep. Bit under the line, but you can expect that with some breeze, but good weight. Oh, the Queen, sorry, not Mia, the Queen.
Queen of Corn. Oh, I really want to go now.
Pretty good start.
It's like those places. I thought it was actually, when we were talking with Sophie Kurzman about it yesterday, I thought it was corn like the vegetable.
Yeah.
And it's like robe. I think there's Bega as well. It's the famous ad. Bega's famous for Bega.
Robes, known for robes, yeah.
Or there's the classic town in South Australia, Keith. Good afternoon to anybody that's watching from Keith.
Keith from Keith.
Good old could have been, too.
Ashlee. Again, good positive reinforcement there from Callan. Where's this going to go?
Just
the chalk will come out.
Jack.
The chalk will come out. It's time for Jacob to get involved.
Oh, he's wanting to settle straight out of hand.
He knew it straight away.
Won't hurt there, though. Stays up. We've seen Cow drive big. This one might be big too. Jacob following this one. He doesn't mind it. Certainly preferred it from his first one. Geez, that's great. Such good composure just to
make that correction.
Yep.
Darcy's turn now. They're 4 behind. Need to try and work out a way to score a multiple maybe. Is this going to pull up in time?
Needs to sit the back one, but it doesn't.
Again, though, they've got a couple at the back here. They've got the tee as well. That bowl of Jacob Martin right at the back causes some problems in terms of Callan Shepherd wanting to drive again. Jasmine Smith.
Yeah, if it was a one-off game, you'd start covering those bowls, but every shot counts to the overall score in this. So, you know, some thought's got to go into, well, do we just keep accumulating shots or do we not build a sizable target for Callan to hit?
This one's going to dip.
scores over there is now 16-19 with New South Wales in front. Oh, it might be 15-20 actually, New South Wales.
It's between Travis Moran and Zane Block. So Chanel and Callan will make their ways down. South Australia behind by 4.
Well, I'm interested. Oh, it's going to be high. Drop.
Well, it tried.
Yeah, not bad.
That is a good effort there from Callan Shepherd.
Just the one to New South Wales.
If South Australia can get one in this end, it'll make things very interesting. 20-17 next door between Travis Moran and Zane Block. So Travis, I believe, one shot off winning.
Yeah, so that one's 21.
Yep.
Not a ends game. Callan looking sideways at this. Bit of an Aaron Wilson look at it.
Yeah.
Stared
The
it
side
down.
eye.
Yes.
Having said that, he's
not going to
close.
stand up, is it? Oh.
Very close. Chanel to try and shut the front door and slam it shut.
Yeah. She's only just got to sit on that
Yep.
front bowl or the back bowl in the area. That's fantastic bowling from a junior. Wow. Great shot.
That is a 3.
A little grin, but not too much of a celebration there from Chanel.
No.
14-7, and that probably end any hopes of a South Australian resistance. We'll get the final end in, we believe. 4:04. We've got 11 minutes of time left.
Singles, New South Wales holding game. Last bowl to come. Gee, not far away, Zane. Oh, he missed. Now the Mia just pulling up short.
Annabelle Teague. Just done her job
Absolutely.
in this match. She's led beautifully, had bowls in the area. Travis Moran wins.
I know a couple of games are getting closer to the 12 ends in the 4s or 16 ends in the other games.
Travis wins 21-17. 10-minute warning given, so I reckon we're going to get this final end done. All you have to do is get the jack rolled.
Yep.
What was the score on the last end? I missed it. 3, was it?
Yes, it was. So 14-7.
Jacob again, round the mark.
Yep.
Never far away.
And it's just been the consistency of this New South Wales team that's done the job. You know, They haven't done anything too flashy, but they've had the answers when needed.
Pretty simple bowls in the head sort of story. And that's something that we have discussed with the less experienced team in South Australia. Just try and get bowls in the head. Something to work off of, support each other. Jacob again. This one's got a headwind, but it's going to almost get there. It's not bad. You take that every time.
So what's on for the two of you tonight in G-Town?
Well, I guess as BA staff, we'll get together and...
Yes, we'll catch up. We don't get to do that very often.
Sounds
a
good.
Very important
to
meeting, I'd reckon.
see one another as emojis more than anything else, don't we? I think. But yeah, it's nice to get face to face a couple of times a year, so we'll take advantage of that.
Fantastic.
And it's just going to nudge it up.
Yeah, that's...
Nicely done from Jasmine Smith. Nice put that right behind, and that's in a really good home now.
They're just building a nice head now, aren't they? They
yeah.
can just keep piling them in there, using each other's bowls to promote. Darcy's just got to pretty much do the same. Just come down on the back end, look to edge in or sit the back one. Plenty of bowls to use. Just get one in the area. He might be just a little bit head. Oh no, he's all right. Good line, good enough. That's what he wanted. Great shot, Darcy Jones. The doctor, Dr. Jones.
I think we've come up with a nickname for all these bowlers today.
Well, that was my project for today. We had to come up with one. Smithy set me that little task. Great shot. What a shot.
Jasmine
Wowee.
Smith saving her best for late.
They've actually had a couple of those really good bowls like that, didn't they? At that good weight, not overplaying them, just enough to get them through.
Darcy.
Also on good weight, but just under the line.
But look at where a lot of their bowls are. There's a few back there.
Is there, what do we need, 8? Is there 8 back there?
Not 8, but, you know, get a 4 here, get a 4 next end, and come back and win.
There's
stranger things have happened.
Jasmine just indicating with her right foot where to put one.
Yeah, when you've got the quality of Chanel Chakouch as your skip, you know that is going to be pretty well defended.
Yeah. And from what I've seen, for junior bowlers, the decisions on defence or attack and when to play them has been very, very good. They make good decisions as a team. That's not bad.
Yeah, it's not bad.
Perfect.
Great spot.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You
spot.
couldn't ask for more.
No,
Split those back up, could you? Not too bad in the area here. It's E.
Give Callan a challenge, but he's
right
right up there.
Utilise the junk. And they weren't junk either. They were good bowls.
They were in the head.
Chanel.
She's going at it.
Yeah.
She just wants to break him up,
Yeah.
I think. That's clever play. Hard to get 4 or 5 out of that in. Flying mullets come down for a look. Good discussion. Stiff breeze just picked up
Yep.
halfway along there. You notice it turned quick.
So let's see what this ends up being. One to South Australia. 14-8, one end to play. We'll get it in. 3 minutes to go on the clock. I cannot believe that we will get the full allotment.
Really?
No. Well, the way it started, it just looked like we were going slowly.
Yeah, okay.
And no, they have absolutely picked up the pace. Brilliantly done.
It's been a joy to watch. Some fantastic bowls from both teams.
To get a game of fours done in an hour and a half, that's impressive.
Yeah. Well, quick game's a good game, they say. Coming this way, a couple metres short.
Annabelle Teague has been really solid in this contest. Just a bit short there. The breeze is
Back to the clubhouse end again, isn't it?
wreaking havoc.
Short again.
Yeah, putting the extra on. Better there than in front.
And the Queen of Corn has bowled her last bowl of today.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
She's done that a lot.
Yep.
Any short bowl, she's corrected every time. That's beautiful bowling.
A great match from Annabelle Teague. Now it's time for Ashlee Gilgen.
Looks tight, but has intent.
Jacob Martin finishes past, but it'll be in for second, that's for sure.
Yeah, Jacob's just had those good bowls in the area that build ahead. Consistent performance. She runs this out. Ashlee will have a good bowl here. Just go and pull up.
It's Jacob's job done.
Yep, and he should be pretty happy with his last game of the day.
Yep. I think all of them would be as time is called. It's 4:15, so just these bowls to come. Jasmine Smith, her last end was absolutely supreme.
Yeah,
Great.
lovely bowling.
Right on.
Most of those short bowls are right on the line. You know, the grass is right, but they're just short. And you can still draw around them, but if you need a weighted shot, they're impossible to get around. Darcy now. Again, that breeze is behind us. And Jasmine around the back. Almost the tee.
They're all leaving Chanel hanging.
Yeah, air high-fiving there. Something to work on.
Just completely
tonight.
left her hanging there. She got the high fives in the end. And now the Skips will bowl their final 2. Not sure they can make a 6. If it does happen, it's going to be the most bizarre 6 we've ever seen in our lives, but everything's possible until it's not.
Especially in bowls. Cow just playing a nice little draw sort of shot, trying to get around them and a bit of a trail, just a bit high. And good positive support from his teammate. Get inside that green bowl, Chanel. Yep. Get around the front with enough weight to get that jack back 2 metres is a very tough shot. Wants to utilise the junk, but to no avail.
Always got to utilise the junk. You can say that about all parts of life, really.
Absolutely.
Utilise it, learn from it.
Make lemonade out of lemons or something like that.
And that is the final bowl. We'll get a score and then we'll finish up. So 2 is at least a multiple to New South Wales. Is it 3, 4? Believe it was a 4.
Oh, we're going
to get a measure here. We won't. We've baited Brett. Still there's drama here on ring 6. 5. And Chanel gives us the indication that it's a 5. So in the end, the match, undeservingly for South Australia, blew out to 19-8. But as the wind comes one last time for good measure here today, utilising us as junk this afternoon, that's for sure. I'll stop saying that now, but what a day it's been, the first day of the 2024 National Schools Championships. It's been absolutely brilliant, but a big congratulations to Annabelle, Teague, Jacob Martin, Jasmine Smith and Chanel Chakouch getting that done at 19-8 over South Australia. A valiant South Australia, Mia Crisp, Ashlee, Gilgen, Darcy Jones and Callan Shepherd. Warren Griffin, thank you very much.
Thank you, gentlemen.
And Brett Herbert, thank you very much. Good luck with the rest of the week with South Australia. We'll see you both on the commentary over the coming days.
Thank you.
Cheers.
That's it for this afternoon today on Ringside Live. A big congratulations to all the winners. Stay tuned, 9 a.m. tomorrow morning, Australian Eastern Standard Time for day 2 here at the City of Geelong Bowls Club. From me, Val Febo, have a good night. Stay safe. A big thank you to Lachlan Williams on the tools as well today. It's his last week, but he's still doing as good a job as ever. So thank you to him. And thank you to you for watching. We'll catch you tomorrow at 9 a.m. Australian Eastern Standard Time.